Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We have some news, so as always, let's get straight to it. The very first thing that I have for you guys are some images of some potential Nanmu releases. Now, these aren't guaranteed. Nanmu recently unveiled these images just to kind of, give it an idea as far as if people would be interested, similar to what they did with previous releases, but they've released a Tyrannosaur kit, which is basically the T-Rex in a stagnant animatronic style pose that will be coming out, or they haven't released it yet, it's up for pre-order. But they are kind of gauging our interest to see if we might be interested in more models, because first of all, they've shown us this Velociraptor, which we were looking at here, but they've also shown us the Spinosaurus as well, and they are going to potentially offer these up in, again, kit form similar to what they're doing with the T-Rex currently. So if there is interest, or at least enough interest, we will get this stuff from Nanmu at some point, and I would be really excited about that. I love the idea of model kits coming from Nanmu, especially the more, kind of stagnant, kind of maquette style poses. I love that stuff, similar to the reason why I love the current Marco Makes basic figure lines. So if you are interested in getting some of those released, make sure you respond letting Nanmu know, first of all, that you are, or of course respond to their social media pages where they've shown these off, and again, let them know on there as well. Also, speaking of Nanmu, we have more images of the male Rex paint variant for their upcoming T-Rex release. It's a Rexy release, but we, of course, have the male Rex paint variant as well, and it looks really cool. I'm absolutely loving these images of this T-Rex, and I think they honestly get better and better with each and every one that I see, and I never really thought of how cool it could look to have that classic Rexy pose with the male Tyrannosaur colors, but I mean, here we are, and it looks epic. And they've also shown off this image of the female Rex paint scheme, kind of giving us an idea of what the detailing and everything is going to look like. Definitely looks very high quality, beautiful as always when it comes to Nanmu. On top of that, when it comes to the beasts of the Mesozoic, they've recently shown off the prototype for the Smilodon, and man, does it ever look good. I'm really excited to see what this is going to look like with paintwork on it, but it is still cool just to see the actual prototype, give us an idea of what the articulation will be like, and not only that, but of course seeing what the actual sculpt and detail will look like on the model as well. It of course is a prototype, and David actually had responded to someone in the comments section who had requested more poses, stating that that's not really something you can really do with the resin version, but once he actually gets, a little closer to the release, he'll give us, of course, more images of what the articulation and everything can do, but I think it looks really nice already, absolutely gorgeous, and again, super awesome to see this kind of stuff showing up in the Beasts of the Mesozoic line. I also wanted to let you guys know that Artic Figures will be releasing some more new figures. They've actually been given the ability to create Primal figures. They actually have heard from the makers of Primal, and they've given him complete permission to go ahead and start creating some super cool articulated dinosaur figures for a line of Primal releases. And we have a look at the very first one already that he's working on, and man, does it ever look awesome. I really can't wait to actually see these get released, get created. Definitely something that I will love to see getting a release from Artic Figures. As far as PNSO goes, we have another new figure coming from them. We had a little bit of a pause there, but we now have a new release, which is a new Tyrannosaurus Rex, and there's been a very mixed situation when it comes to this, a lot of a mixed reaction, I would say, because people are like kind of bummed that it doesn't have lips, but I do know that PNSO as a whole has a firm belief that Tyrannosaurus did not have lips, and even though a lot of people were kind of running around stating that it was definitive, that they definitely had lips, I still don't think that it ever will be definitive that they definitely had lips, and PNSO absolutely believes that they did not. But I think the sculpt on this one is really nice, the paint job's really nice, and I'm actually excited for this, like really excited, because Wilson was a beautiful Tyrannosaurus, but the pose was a bit iffy because it has a lot of balancing issues due to the pose, so I'm really excited for this one because it looks like the pose is going to be a lot more stable, and definitely a Tyrannosaur that shouldn't fall on his face a lot when it comes to Wilson. And Cameron, who I believe is the new T-Rex, will definitely be another really nice addition to the PNSO line. And if you would like to grab yourself this T-Rex, there's actually a discount code that I can give you to purchase it from Dan's Dinosaurs. If you are interested in grabbing the brand new camera and Tyrannosaurus Rex, you can use the code Andy at checkout and save yourself $7 off of the new Tyrannosaurus Rex from PNSO, which is definitely a very, very good deal. So if you are interested, I will include a link in the description to where you can purchase this on Dan's Dinosaurs, and make sure you use that discount code to save yourself $7 on this brand new gorgeous T-Rex. I also want to let you guys know that as far as SArt goes, he is currently selling some 1/16th scale handmade baby Stegosaurus. These are obviously based on the Stegosaurus from the Lost World Jurassic Park. I think they look amazing. I have 2 of SArt's models in my collection. They are 2 of my most coveted additions to my collection, and I would love to get this Stegosaurus in my collection as well. And if you are interested, I will include a link in the description to SArt on Instagram, where you can head on over there and contact him. Or if you do not have social media, of course you can contact me, and I can contact him for you to help you get an order in. And something that's really interesting as far as Lana Time Shop goes, they will be releasing their very first model. It's going to be a Tyrannosaurus Rex of some kind, and we don't have a whole lot of information on it so far, but we had this image and the announcement by them that they will be releasing a Tyrannosaurus Rex model. I'm really excited to find out more about this, and of course, once we find out more, I, as always, will let you guys know. Also, there is apparently a brand new paint variant for the Schleich Giganotosaurus that we'll be releasing at some point in the near future. Not something that I'm all that interested in. It seems as though Schleich has really been loving these black tones and reds and stuff on their dinosaurs lately, as they've released a few Tyrannosaurs with similar looking kind of midnight colors, but some people might be interested, so as always, I wanted to let you guys know about it. Also, as far as Ancestors line goes, and don't mind the fact that it says tomorrow on these images, but today on Etsy, they are releasing this super cool seated version of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. The name is Dwight for this T-Rex, and it looks really cool. I love the fact that Ancestors line is creating so many different like poses for their dinosaurs, not like your standard sort of just walking poses. They had the swimming version of Hank, and now they have this kind of seated version of Dwight. Really cool stuff. Definitely loving that. And then as far as Creature Preacher goes, he recently has added more to his Kickstarter, as you can now purchase this really cool little Chupacabra figure that he has created. And I think it is absolutely adorable, and at the same time just something that I really like. I love Chupacabra. I love any kind of like cryptid or anything like that. So this is something that I really think is quite awesome. And again, if you are interested in taking part in getting the Plesiosaur I recently promoted or this very cool Chupacabra, make sure you check the links in the description to the Kickstarter for Creature Preacher and grab yours right now. And then when it comes to Mattel, and a huge shout out to Dino Mike Mac for this information, but first of all, it appears as though we will be getting some brand new wild pop-ups, and we have quite a few species that will be getting released. As you look through this line, you can see we've got a Stegosaurus, we have a Stygimoloch, we also have a Velociraptor, an Indominus Rex, and a Troceraptor, an Allosaurus, and a Pteranodon. And even though I'm not the biggest fan of the pop-ups, and I recently did a video to actually explain that and why I think that the Snap Squads were better, you know, it's at least something that's kind of fun. I'm really hoping that they go back to the Snap Squads at some point, but in the meantime, I guess I'll take what I can get, and if it's new pop-ups, then so be it. And it's a pretty cool species here, not anything super impressive, except for the Stygimoloch, I think is a pretty cool one. But definitely some fun stuff again for the pop-ups line. But when it comes to some depressing news, not long ago we had found out we were going to be getting a Jurassic Park 30th anniversary advent calendar from Mattel. And I was actually super hyped for it. I thought we could get some really cool stuff in it. But now the images are revealed of what is included, and it's just another generic Jurassic World release pretty much. Because even though, you know, you can look at this and some of the dinosaurs are obviously stuff we've seen in Jurassic Park, not everything is. A lot of it is Jurassic World. Some of it's never appeared in any films at all. It's just basically another generic set similar to what we had last year. And even though I did like the set last year because it was brand new, basically repeating the set this year, just switching the minis up a little bit, isn't really all that exciting. And there's not really anything in here that I'm overly excited about, nothing that looks exceptionally cool. If you did miss the advent calendar from last year, it's probably a cool one to pick up, you know, because the gates and fence and everything is really cool, and the fact that you get a lot of minis is pretty fun, but I don't think I'll be purchasing this one. I might have to skip it this year because it's nothing all that exciting. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way, but until then, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.